Hey y'all, it's Dani and welcome back to my gaming YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be reacting to Cody and Satori's apology letter along with the apology letter from the official Conjuring house itself.
I started my
Hey
stream.
y'all. You started? Oh, I already started mine too. I just switched over to like the actual chatting scene because I was on starting soon.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Hey y'all, it's Dani again. Today, we're going to be talking about Sam and Colby once again. This time, we're going to be talking about Cody and Satori have been debunked by a lot of people, allegedly, and they have response letters. So, we're going to recap all of the previous videos, and then we're going to get into all the new information. So, I've got Caitlin with me today instead of Dani.
Hello.
Dani was supposed to be with us, but she's lame, so she's not here. No, I'm just kidding. She's at work. But
yeah, she's working.
She's at work, so she's getting that bag. We respect that. But yeah, so we're gonna get this started. Okay. So if you guys don't know Sam and Colby, this is their YouTube channel. Sam and Colby are ghost hunters. I guess that's what they classify themselves as now. They started on Vine and then they moved over to YouTube. And they had a series. They hit 10 million subscribers. And to celebrate that, which now they're at 11.8 million, that is insane. But to celebrate that goal, they decided to stay a whole entire week at the Conjuring house, the real Conjuring house. And they had 4 episodes. We watched every single episode. So if you guys missed any of those, go to my YouTube, !YouTube if you're watching this live, and that'll send you to my YouTube channel where you can watch us react. But the first video now has 20 million views. I think whenever we talked about it and watched it,
it was at 19.
It was at 17 whenever me and Dani reacted. Yeah, whenever me and Dani reacted to it originally, it was at 17. Now it's at 20 million. So that's crazy. And so yeah, we reacted to all of these, and then shortly after that, like, we reacted to it because we really wanted to watch it, and it had came out a while ago. Like, obviously, these are 5 months ago, almost half a year ago, and everybody had already watched them, and we just wanted to watch them for fun. And then shortly after we watched them, a bunch of people started debunking them, and it went crazy. And it went so crazy that Cody and Satori themselves came out with a statement letter, and so did Jacqueline, the new owner of the Conjuring house. So we're going to be reacting to those letters, but first we want to react to, there was a video posted on Sam and Colby Reacts channel about the Conjuring house and their debunking method and how they debunked it and stuff. So we're going to watch that before we react to the letters, just so we can get an idea of what is going on now. Hi, T Blue. How are you? Okay. You ready, Caitlin?
Yep.
You ready to play this video?
Let's do it.
Okay. Let's see. Mine is on full screen, and I'm ready to start when you are.
Okay. Ready?
Okay. Oh, wait. Let me turn... No, I'll leave my sub goal and stuff on. It's okay. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1... Play.
What's up, guys? It's Sam and Colby.
Today we're going to be talking about the Conjuring house, but before we begin, we just want to say thank you. This response to the series has been absolutely crazy. The last couple weeks have been nothing short of mind-blowing.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are going to believe us or not when we say this, but when we were posting each episode, we would scroll through the comments and actually cry from some of the things people were saying because it was so impactful.
Like in separate rooms, like crying. Like, are you crying? Yeah, dude, I'm crying too. Yeah, this is awesome.
It's been an insane past 2-3 weeks, to say the least.
Our main goal whenever we make a video is just to share our experience with you guys. And yeah, that includes the funny, stupid jokes, the friendship stuff, as well as the history of location, and what we experience. You know, the things that we hear, feel, and see. The Conjuring house What we heard, felt, and saw was unlike anything we've ever experienced before.
Everything that we shared with you guys and showed you in the 4 Conjuring videos on our main channel were our real experiences and reactions. At the end of all the videos, we asked for you guys to give us your opinions, and you guys gave us tons of feedback and dove deeper than Sam and I could have ever done, so thank you guys for that. We're going to be talking about everything. But at the end of the day, there are still things that we saw with our own eyes that we cannot explain.
The main thing we want to talk about is Cody and Satori, a couple that we met the first day we arrived when we started our week at the Conjuring house. They told us about and then repeatedly showed us this insanely unique method to communicate with the afterlife. This method produces these knocking sounds and specific responses at a consistency that Colby and I have never seen before, and I don't think anyone has ever seen before. As you can tell from our reactions, it completely blew us away. And we just want to put it out there that if we didn't see this in person, we probably would not believe it. There are 4 main points that people want our opinion on. 1, the fact that our family's information is available online. The Cody video of him doing the knocking method about 10 years ago, whether or not they are making knocking devices to create the noises, or 4, the theory of popping joints. So first, let's talk about the information that we received from this method. After we left the house, we realized that all the information we got was in fact researchable, including, yes, my grandmother's nickname. I mean, I was having this full-on breakdown, so I wasn't fact-checking this, but yes, my grandma's nickname, Olivia, is online. In the moment, I was just blown away from the fact that I was getting a message directly from my grandmother. So yeah, in hindsight, someone could definitely have looked that up before I got there. But that doesn't mean it isn't amazing that when we took them to randomized locations around Rhode Island, they could describe the people that died as well as dates and causes of their deaths. In our opinion, unless they memorized the names, dates, and occupations of a bunch of people who died all over Rhode Island, including Providence, where the studio is located, it would be incredibly difficult to fake this.
Nearly impossible.
However, is it theoretically possible? Yeah, people were saying that couldn't we have just given them the information? I mean, yeah, that would explain it, but we didn't, and you're just gonna have to take our word for that.
Now let's talk about the video of Cody 10 years ago doing the knocking alphabet method without Satori. Not gonna lie guys, when we initially heard this, it caught us off guard because this was not aligned with the story that they told us. Again, we met them on day 1 at our week at the Conjuring house, so all we knew about them was what they told us on camera. When we saw this video, we immediately called Cody and Satori, and they gave us more information on the timelines of their knocking method. On the phone, Cody said he's been investigating the paranormal for years and has heard knocking and rapping noises a lot in the past, kind of similar to our experience at the Queen Mary a few years ago. However, he said it's much different than what they experience today when they're together. We can't speak for Cody and Satori on their experiences because we just met them and honestly don't know, but what we do know is that they're planning on making a video soon to talk about the timeline of everything.
As for the whole theory of knocking devices being placed in the shoes or around the house, we did have that thought once we left the Conjuring house, especially because it is a business that Cody and Satori work for, and the whole point of a business is to make money. So that's why we went back to test these theories. 1, we took them to random places so they couldn't have like pre-set up the location. And 2, we had them swap shoes and show us their socks so we know there wasn't any devices in their shoes. So we don't really see how this could be a device making the noises unless everything could fit in his sock, which unfortunately we just didn't test for.
There are also videos out there of people popping their joints that sound similar to the knocking noises that we heard, kind of like what the Fox sisters were able to do about 200 years ago. For those of you who don't know, the Fox sisters became famous for being mediums, ultimately starting the spiritualist movement. The Fox sisters claimed that they were able to communicate with the dead using knocking noises similar to Cody and Satori. But the Fox sisters ended up confessing that was a hoax before they passed when one of the sisters said that the noises were being made by popping their joints. In our personal experience with Cody and Satori, the knocking noises were moving around the room and you could feel the vibrations everywhere.
Yeah, like not even just like farther and closer, but also left to right. Like there were times that I felt the knocking and Colby couldn't, or like Cody and Satori couldn't feel the knocking, but someone else could on the other side of the room. For example, in episode 1, when we went upstairs to see if the child ghost Henry was around, we could literally hear the knocks go around the room and feel them go down the hallway. We even put one of those vibration detectors right next to Cody and Satori's feet, and it didn't pick up anything. Like no vibrations like the ones we were feeling. We currently don't know how popping of joints could create all these different experiences, but if someone could tell us how it's possible, we're open ears. However, can we say with certainty that it is not popping of joints? No. And can you believe us with full certainty that there even was vibrations moving around the room? No. But that was in fact what everyone throughout the entire week was experiencing, hearing, and feeling. And finally, could the power of suggestion be a part of this? Like when Cody and Satori were pointing around the room? Yeah, of course, but that's just not what we believe it to be. Trust us, it is just a different experience in person.
So that brings us to a few realizations. Number one, no matter what we show or say to you guys, there's no way for us to 100% prove to you that this is real. We just wanted to share with you what we experienced. Because it's on video, unless you experience it for yourself, there's always going to be plausible reasons out there of how people could fake certain things.
And number two, we can't take you all there in person. So the next nearest thing we could do is go back and do more and more tests to show you variations of what we're experiencing. So we did some of that on a video we posted on this channel, but after the fact, there were a lot of good questions and other suggestions. So we called up Cody and Satori, we told them what's up, and we're like, hey, you down for a round 2 of experiments? And at this time, they decided they don't want to go back and forth with people, experiment by experiment. But they said maybe at a later date. This might be the nail in the coffin for a lot of you, and we understand. But we also ask that you understand where we're coming from. We can't make them do anything they don't want to do. And that's kind of where we're at right now. So only time is going to tell if and when they're ready to do more experiments.
If we can't get you to see this in person and we can't show you any more experiments, then we have to solely rely on what we experienced at the house, park, and studio.
Yeah, we know it's not ideal, but it's kind of what we have to go off of.
So now let's talk about our final opinion and what we plan on doing going forward. In our opinion, and based on our experiments, there's nothing that we saw or captured on camera that debunks what we experienced. Can we say it's 100% real? No, we didn't do enough testing to prove that it's 100% real. However, from the videos that we've seen online, there's no 100% evidence to prove that this is all an act either. Yes, these are all great thoughts, and we wish we could test each and every single one of them, but until we capture ourselves definitive evidence of this, we cannot 100% prove if it's real or an act. So based on this, we think the best course of action is to continue our investigations using our own equipment and our own methods so that there's no question whether we believe it or not.
At the end of the day, whether you believe Cody and Satori or not is perfectly fine. Actually, seeing all the conversations that have started in the community because of this has actually inspired Colby and I to become better investigators. But either way, we think that the most important thing of this entire series is not who was talking to us, or honestly like how it was happening, but it's the message that we heard. Like whether it comes from a spirit or it comes directly from us, the whole message about love and spreading positivity and living life to the fullest is something that we have stood behind for our entire lives. That is what we want to leave you with in every video. With that being said, we ask that you share your thoughts and opinions on all of this in the most respectful way possible. Again, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. So we just ask that you respect what other people believe. We've seen a lot of hate and negativity, and just know that that's not what we stand for. That's not the message that we're trying to spread. So when giving opinions on Cody and Satori, or even other content creators in this space, just please do so with kindness. Negativity and hate is just not the way to have a constructive conversation. We welcome all opinions, we welcome all debunkers, but we just ask, please do so with respect and love for one another.
Again, whenever we make a video, our goal is to share our experiences with you all. Everything from the jokes and the history to what we see, experience, and feel while we're there. At the end of all of this, the things that we saw, heard, and felt at the Conjuring house were unlike anything we've ever experienced before, and a lot of it we still just can't explain.
Thank you for hearing us out, and whether you believe in the paranormal or not, we're just incredibly grateful for how many people have enjoyed and been positively impacted by this series. Truly, we love you guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Oh my goodness. Is yours over?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, in that video, they actually covered everything. Basically, all the debunking. So there was people saying it was joint cracking. There were people saying what were they saying? The joint cracking. They did not mention the most brought up debunking, which is a hammer toe, which we'll get to that in a minute. And then the looking up the information prior, which we did talk about. So yeah, they have told us that they have to sign waivers for the Conjuring house. So Cody and Satori could have had the information of, like, you know, their cameraman that they brought with them. They could have had his name, but him not being on social media, that would have had to been a crazy dig of information that they had to do on him to get personal stuff, which also they could have just said they told him personal stuff in the video and them not even have, but I don't see that happening.
Even like how Sam and Colby were saying, that they went to different locations, and whenever they did go to those locations, they specifically found out like certain dates, like places that they had no idea where they were going to, and they knew the name, they knew the dates, they knew how they died. But
yeah, the crazy part to me is the fact that they took them to a random park and they knew the story of the school teacher, and then
yeah,
they looked it up and everything added up, which is strange to me unless the area they took them to is somewhere local near the Conjuring house that they would be familiar with since they work there. That's
see,
the
but
only thing. But then how would you, I don't know. They would have had to look up like a bunch of stories for, I don't know how they would prepare for that, but I don't know.
the only,
Everything's
the only,
online, so
the only thing I could think of is how they would even know that information before they got there is that if they were looking it up in the car.
yeah, and obviously they weren't because Sam and Colby were in there with him. So if they were, Sam and
Exactly.
Colby would have known.
But even when they tested out like like with the shoes off and like switching socks and all that, why just do it with no socks? Bare feet on the ground. You also had another idea as well.
Yeah, so I said multiple times in the video where me and Dani react that if they would just sit on the ground and cross their legs and hold arms, that it would debunk, or it would like debunk the debunkers. Like there would be no way to prove that it's a hammer toe if his toe isn't even touching the ground. But I don't know if the feet specifically are like a source they need for the communication, but from how they described it, as long as they're holding hands, like wrists, interlocking, they can get the connection because they can do it with somebody in the middle or they can do it just them together, but they can't do it like with Cody and Sam. They have to do it Cody, Sam, Satori. Or they can't do it Satori, Sam. It has to be Cody and Satori, but they can be linked with somebody else in the middle. And they only specify the wrists. So if there's nothing to do with the feet, why do you need the feet on the ground? Why don't you crisscross applesauce on the floor and hold wrists? Or a chair or the bed or something like that and try it that way. So they say that they didn't check socks, but they did give them shoes that they bought them.
Yep.
But I don't know, because they said that they watched them change shoes. If you see Cody's feet in socks, I'm sure a hammer toe would be visible to Sam and Colby through the sock. Like you would think it would be like kind of a big thing or like something like it would be an obvious difference, I would feel like, than the other big toe or something or whatever toe it's
the
on.
other big toe.
Whatever toe it's on. I don't know, but you would think. I don't know. And then, dude, I don't know. It's so hard. It's so hard to say. But I like that they are like giving accountability to the fact that they know that his grandmother's information was online and stuff, and they didn't realize that in the moment. And now looking back, they understand what it looks like.
But you also gotta think with Sam in that moment, like this is a whole new method that they had no idea was even possible, or even if it is possible.
Yeah.
And then hearing or even listening to them spelling out Sam's grandma's nickname out of all things, I would react the same way.
Yeah, obviously.
If I had no idea what they were capable of, I would react the same way. If I had no idea what they were capable of, I would react the same way. If I had no idea what they were capable of, I would react the same way. If I had no idea what they were capable of, I would react the same way. If I had no idea what they were capable of, I would react the same way. If I had no idea what they were capable of, I would react the same way. If I had no idea what they were capable of, I would react the same way. If I had no idea what they were capable of, I would react the same way. If I had no idea what they were capable of, I would react the same way. If I had no idea what they were capable of, I would react the same way. If I had no idea what they were capable of, I would react the same way. If I had no idea what they were capable of, I would react the same way. If I had no idea what they were capable of, I would react the same way. If I had no idea what they were capable of, I would react the same way. If I had no idea what they if I had no idea who they were, I would be in just straight up shock.
So if you guys don't know who's debunking them, this creator named Mythos Paranormal, and again, this video is not for any hate or negativity. We are literally just talking about the situation and reacting to it. But this creator has been trying to debunk the method, and supposedly, if you guys don't know Exploring with Josh, he is another content creator that is one of Sam and Colby's close friends. He sent a video to this creator, Mythos Paranormal, a video that he filmed with Cody and Satori in 2019 of them doing their method. And in the video, I'll throw it in somewhere before I post the YouTube video. But in the video, you can see Cody lifting his legs up and down. And then you can also see he films Cody's, his right foot. And in Sam and Colby's videos, it's always his left foot. So in the Josh video, he films his right foot. And you can see him picking up his foot and putting it down as the pops are happening. And he goes all in depth of how he thinks it's a hammer toe. Or joint cracking or whatever the fact. Or whatever the theory. So, yeah. He is the one that kind of started it, I would say. And later you'll see that Jacqueline, the owner of the Conjuring house, actually responds to him in her response letter as well. And then another thing that we thought was really crazy was, let's see. Call Me Chris, which she has appeared on Sam and Colby's videos multiple times. They've collabed. They're very good friends. She did a podcast where I'll throw this clip into. Well, I guess we could watch this clip because it's literally, this is the clip. But I'll just let you guys watch it. Just watch like this.
Wind and bounced off.
Fuck me.
What was that called? It was here in Texas.
Let's see if I can find it.
90% of the stuff doesn't make it in because it's all.
Here we go.
Oh yeah,
like a door.
Big one that fucking. You went with.
Okay, here it is.
Yeah, I've gone to lots of places with Sam and Colby, which they're awesome.
They always like their series, that the big one that fucking catapult. That was insane watching that big 3 or 4 episodes. It was like, holy shit, Sav had me watch that.
The
series.
most recent one, like The Conjuring, or
the Conjuring one, and watching that level because it went ape shit.
That was kind of crazy, and I feel bad for them in that way because they got taken advantage of.
Oh yeah,
because they're really into
what?
It. And, like, when we're all together, like
excuse me, and then
stuff doesn't make it in because it's all whatever. It's like a door, whatever wind or something like that. But these people are just like, I don't know.
Was that the scandal that they?
Yeah, they were like the knocking stuff,
the toe,
which was
the hammer toe,
which was used by like people.
They literally called out the hammer toe, so. This is 5 months after their series dropped, and their series went into theaters everywhere. And obviously everybody was trying to debunk it at the beginning, but not people that were close to them. And then for her, nobody was talking about it. And then all of a sudden, 5 months later, this is the first thing I saw about it resurface. And this was, when was this video posted? Do we know when the podcast was posted? This is just a clip, so there's no telling.
Let me look it up.
Oh, here it is.
Hi, welcome.
This podcast. Where do you find the date? I don't know how to do it on desktop.
It was 2 months ago.
So this was 2 months ago, and the series was 5 months ago. And Chris just comes
January
out.
6th.
So the beginning of the year. And Chris just comes out and says, it's a hammer toe. And nobody else has said that yet. And then Mythos Paranormal comes out and says, it's a hammer toe. And then Selena Spooky Boo and Chris were talking about it on their podcast. And then Josh sent a clip to Mythos Paranormal So it's like it's crazy that Sam and Colby haven't said a word about it since the very end of the series, and then all of their friends, Call Me Chris, Josh, are either sending info about it, insinuating they don't believe in it, or coming on a podcast and literally stating that they got taken advantage of.
See,
that is insane.
The way Chris is even explaining it, it's like Sam and Colby literally talked to her behind the scenes and like confirmed that it was hammer toe, and then she just went on the podcast and just admitted it.
Yeah,
That's what it seems like.
I don't know if I take that away from it. I kind of take that her and Josh have been talking about, like, I don't know, because why would Chris just out of the blue say it's a hammer toe unless she had seen Josh's leaked footage? You know what I mean?
True.
Because I had never even heard of a hammer toe until this
Me
came
neither.
out, and then and then we watched Mythos Paranormal, and then we researched it. Like, it's crazy. Like, it went crazy, like, out of the blue, and then it got so bad that Miss Jacqueline herself had to make a response letter.
Oh,
along with Cody and Satori. So we're gonna listen. Well, we're gonna read them, I guess. Who should we read first, Cody and Satori or Jacqueline?
Let's do Jacqueline because she's the one that posted first.
Okay.
And also Jacqueline's is a lot more like she's pointing people out.
Okay. You guys should be able to see that. Let me check my stream really quick just to make sure. Okay, yeah, they can see it. Okay. Okay, so this is a letter from Miss Jacqueline, the new owner of the Conjuring House, in response. I'll read it's the official response regarding the spirit communication method by Cody Despens and Satori Hawes. There we go.
Okay, I am Jacqueline. I'm not even going to pronounce her last name.
I think it's
Nunes. Okay. Owner of the Conjuring House. I have been observing the events that continue to unfold, resulting from the 3-part YouTube series released by Sam and Colby in October of 2023. This series, which features Cody and Satori delivering messages through their spirit communication method, has garnered millions of views from around the world. These videos have also drawn the attention from people around the world who represent numerous industries and sectors that are not connected to the paranormal field.
We have received thousands of messages from viewers expressing their gratitude for how these videos have provided comfort and or has altered belief systems regarding the continuity of consciousness after death. Our beloved spirit, Abigail Arnold, established her own fan club for her contributions in these videos. However, there have also been some skeptics, disbelievers, and opportunists who have sought to monetize their content by producing debunking videos and telling outright lies to hurt Cody and Satori. These slanderous lies and debunking videos have been produced by people who have never met Cody and Satori, let alone have the privilege of experiencing their method. Among the lies in this assertion that Cody and Satori have made a lot of money from their method. Cody and Satori have never taken any money for their method, nor were they paid one dime from the Sam and Colby 2023 The Conjuring House videos featuring their method in every episode.
Cody and Satori are valued staff members of the Conjuring House. While for the public there are a few instances where we have allowed their method to be shared with guests, I have numerous hours of video footage from private sessions we have done since I purchased the property in May of 2022. I plan to share a few of these videos to help support what I and many others know to be the truth. Cody and Satori are not frauds. They have a unique gift that enables them to channel spirit messages in biological, physical form rather than through other physical mediums like EVP, spirit boxes, or REM pods.
To the paranormal community, many of you have dedicated your lives to exploring locations in the hopes of capturing evidence of spirit existence. Recognize that when you attack or refuse to support other members in our community, that you are also attacking yourselves and the evidence that you have captured in your investigations. If Cody and Satori are frauds, in parentheses, they are not, what does that say about the EVPs, thermal images, or other evidence that you have documented? Your evidence is much more suspect than the physical evidence that is heard by all when you have experienced the method by Cody and Satori. I asked you to consider the ramifications on our field by participating in destroying the reputation of people who are doing their honest best to capture authentic evidence. It hurts all of us.
To the disbelievers and debunkers, you have passed your opinions and personal narratives off as facts. This includes Mythos Paranormal and Bad to the Bone Paranormal, among others. There have been threats made, cyberbullying captured, and proof of your lies collected by many who have witnessed your actions. You are prudent to take note that your slanderous claims and defaming lies are illegal. Mostly, I am addressing you to tell you that the Conjuring House does not care about you. You are not our market, and you represent less than 10% of people that have engaged with us.
To the paranormal enthusiasts and paranormal curious, you are who we care about. We encourage you to continue your explorations into spirit existence to see what awesome experiences await you. Of course, we want you to visit the Conjuring House, but there are so many more active locations around the world and hopefully near you where you can venture out in search of some otherworldly encounters. As a final thought to our extended The Conjuring House family and those who may become a part of it, do not ever allow anyone to get you do not ever allow anyone to get you to doubt or disbelieve. What kind of sentence is that?
I have no idea.
The spiritual or paranormal experiences that have impacted your lives and or belief systems. Only you know what experiences you've had. You are entitled to your belief system, so own them and embrace them. Stay tuned for some more videos from the Conjuring House. Hashtag Sam and Colby.
Sam and Colby.
And then a link to book, which, okay, I gotta talk about this real quick. Sam and Cody. Cody and Satori have made a lot of money from their method. Cody and Satori have never taken any money for their method. Okay, sure, they probably haven't been like, hey, I'm gonna do this reading and you pay me. But they work at the Conjuring House where you put them on a pedestal to do their method and they get paid at the Conjuring House. So technically they are getting paid to perform their method. And in the packages, you can, Dani literally looked this up. In the packages, you can book a session and I think it costed a little more or something to have, it said like other people who have gifts can aid you or whatever. I don't remember the terms, but she said it. She was reading it off in our podcast. By the way, we have a podcast called the Ghosted Hour Podcast. Look that up. Yeah. Anyway, subtle plug. But like I said in that video, like if you book a wedding photographer and the wedding photographer comes with a videographer, the wedding photographer pays that videographer for their service in their package pricing. So that's the same thing. Like Cody and Satori work for the Conjuring House and they're in the package. Yep. So whenever you pay for that package, you're paying Cody and Satori. So technically they are getting money for doing the method, even though they're not putting like a thing out saying like, do this method. I'll do this method for you if you pay me this much. They're still getting paid to work at the Conjuring House and perform these methods when people get there. Like, I don't understand the logic on that. Nor were they paid one dime from the Sam and Colby. Yeah, they're probably not paid because they probably told Sam and Colby they didn't want to be paid. But, they're not paid from the Sam and Colby videos. You have to pay extra for content creator packages. and Sam and Colby paid the content creator package, and they met Cody and Satori that day. So them paying the Conjuring House, Cody and Satori probably got a portion of the Conjuring House payment because they worked there and they were there on shift that night. So they inadvertently did get paid for their service.
Yep.
Okay, another thing. Okay, do you have something, Caitlin? Sorry, I'm rambling. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you.
Well, also with them saying they don't get paid, they also go to so many conventions, and you know that they are getting paid for those conventions as well. You know that they're getting paid for those.
Yeah, so they're part of this thing called TAPS. I don't know much about that, but apparently they go to conventions. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know much about that, but I do know they're getting paid to work there. So inadvertently they're getting paid to do their method. That's kind of crazy to be like, they have not taken a dime. And then they also go live with them they're in their TikTok. They're featured in their TikTok videos. They were probably doing live streams or whatever. First time chatter, what are we looking at? Interesting. We are looking at the Sam and Colby Conjuring series scandal about Cody and Satori allegedly faking their tapping method. Okay, so let's see. Another thing. Okay, what is it?
One thing I will point out that she did talk about is that I don't even know how to word it.
POV me not knowing anything. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I do explain everything from the beginning, at the beginning of the stream, and this is gonna be a YouTube VOD. So I'm so sorry you missed that, but welcome and just try to, keep up if you can. But
okay. One thing that she was pointing out is that how do you know that Cody and Satori are complete frauds?
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. BRB.
Okay. But we do believe in like mediums, EVP, spirit boxes, REM pods, all like devices that could be rigged. So she did make that point, which honestly, it is a good point.
Okay. I like that you said that because I have a rebuttal for that. First time chatter. Hi, how are you? Okay, anyway, I have a rebuttal for that because literally, it says, if Cody and Satori are frauds, they are not. What does that say about the EVP's thermal images or other devices that you have documented? Your evidence is much more suspect than the physical evidence that is heard by all when they have experienced the method by Cody and Satori. Okay, let me just a thermal image, yes. Okay, physical sight, okay? The method, what is the method where they have the blindfold and the headphones? Is that what is that called?
The Estes method.
Okay, the Estes method, and a REM pod is sight as well, but it also makes sound. Okay, EVPs have a sight, right? But they also make sound, don't they?
Yep.
They beep. Okay, that 3 of the physical devices she's talking about are based on hearing. And so is Cody and Satori's method is based on hearing. Yep. So like, hello? That is heard by all. Okay, you can hear stuff in the EVPs and stuff too. Like, that's crazy. The end frame. What the heck?
But also with the physical part, with thermal images, like, if you guys don't even know what a thermal image is, this might not make any sense to you. But it's literally a screen where it's like literally a green screen. But if you literally like put it in front of someone, it'll show a figure. But if you put it like somewhere off into like another space where there's nobody there. Technically, there should not be anybody there, but they can catch spirits on a thermal image.
It's like heat, or like, what is it?
Yeah,
Heat,
like a
or
heat, like a heat thing.
Yeah, it's like heat. I don't understand. Like,
see, I will trust a thermal image over anything. Just because those can be super, super accurate. They truly can be super accurate.
I hate how she's like, to the disbeliever. Okay, I get the debunkers, but like, to the disbelievers, we don't care. The Conjuring House does not care about you. Isn't like the main goal of someone trying to like Sam and Colby, isn't their goal to like try to get disbelievers to see that there is another, side? Like,
yes.
Why would you literally be like, to the disbelievers, we do not care about you, but to the paranormal enthusiasts and paranormal curious, you are who we care about?
Look, see, here's the thing about her and the Conjuring House. She has literally no background. I have not found not one single piece of background of her with anything paranormal or anything with spirits or anything. But this random woman buys the Conjuring House and then decides to make a money grab by making social media accounts and putting yeah.
Your video? Are you gonna bring up
Yeah,
your favorite
the video.
video?
I hate that video so much, and there's other videos on that TikTok.
Oh my gosh. I'll throw the video in that Caitlin hates.
Yeah,
it is a TikTok that they filmed where they're pretty much puppeteering the Annabelle doll. The fake Annabelle doll, but it's like a play on the real Annabelle doll.
Like, yes, it is a fake Annabelle doll. I understand that. But it's the matter of the fact that you are making a joke of the Conjuring House, trying to make it such a very lighthearted house when it's literally seems like you don't even know the backstory on that house, on why it's such a ancient an ancient house. Like, it has such a big, way bigger meaning behind it, and this woman decides to make a joke of it. Her, Cody, and Satori are all making a joke of it, and I hate them for that. I love the Conjuring House. I love the backstory on it. Like, everything that has to do with the Conjuring House, like, is my baby. Like, it's my baby. And how dare they make a video? Literally I think it's their second video on that TikTok, having Cody pretend that the doll's coming out of its little cage, and then Annabelle attacking Cody. How dare you? Because people actually go through that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
People actually witness that stuff. Like with the Perrin family. They literally witnessed their own mother levitate and be thrown across the room, and you're making a joke video?
Yeah,
about an Annabelle doll?
Obviously, she's comfortable enough with the new owner because she literally FaceTimed Sam and Colby while they were doing the video.
But that's the thing. She was crying for most of that video when she was FaceTiming them.
Yeah, because of her experience with Cody and Satori. Because they said because they told Cody and Satori, we miss your family.
I don't know.
But I found something else. At the very end of this, she says, you are entitled to your belief system, so own and embrace them. But then she's gonna call out disbelievers. Like, that's their belief.
Exactly.
Aren't they entitled to not believing?
See, can go like the same way with
It's kind of
like with people not believing in God. Well, I'm going to use that as an example.
Let's not use I'm not trying to be canceled. I don't know. It's just kind of crazy that like she's like, you're entitled to your belief system. Oh, but you're not because you're a disbeliever. If you don't believe in what she believes, then you're not entitled to your opinion.
Yeah, everybody.
That's kind of what I'm getting from that. That's kind of messed up. But Cody and Satori also responded to this in a letter. Another letter.
You actually have not even read this yet.
I have not read the Cody and Satori letter, but I have read. Oh, my Instagram's all fricked up. I read half of that Facebook one, but I have not read the Cody and Satori one yet. So we're going to read this together for the first time.
Here, I'll go first.
Okay, wait. I believe I'm entitled to believe my belief system. Facts, honestly. Okay. Oh, I clicked off of it. Well, there's Cody's Instagram. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah. Hang on.
Skeptic.
Hang on.
Ah! I don't even know what the second word is.
We gotta hurry through this because it's past the time I needed to leave.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah.
Skeptics and whatever that word is. Cynics?
You want me to just read it?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Cody and Satori's letter. Can we read the dictionary together later? Honestly, I probably need to. My reading skills are not very good.
Yeah.
Cody and Satori. Skeptics and cynics are two different things. A skeptic is an open-minded individual who seeks to find the truth no matter what the answer is. They are constructive and are willing to doubt opinions and ask important questions that positively push things further. A cynic is someone who either does not believe or is very black and white about things they believe. They look at things through a more negative lens. They would rather jump to a belief that people are dishonest or selfish rather than the idea that there may be another explanation to be explored. A true skeptic is more open-minded, while a cynic is more closed-minded. This is researchable information. So, she's basically giving you a dictionary definition right now. So I guess we are reading the dictionary together. Thank you, Sun Watcher. I will say, Cody and I support true skepticism fully. My last name, Satori Hawes, gained its attention in the paranormal field from a skeptical man. Supporting and understanding skepticism was something I was raised and taught to do. I'm assuming she is referencing her father, which is a big name in the paranormal world. I think he was on a Ghost Hunters or Ghost Adventures. Ghost Adventures. I guess her dad was in it or whatever. I will say there are some, not all, that claim to be skeptics but are really cynics. We cannot deny this. I think this is where a lot of tension comes from between those who believe in certain paranormal experiences and those that don't. Closed-minded people may be misrepresenting the wrong category, giving skepticism a negative light. I think the same thing can be said toward believers. There are believers who have a healthy level of skepticism, ask important questions, and provide constructive feedback for how to advance further. There are some believers who don't do that and instead battle those who do question because they see things as only one way. I will not speak specifically on any controversy surrounding Cody and myself. We already have made our statements, but you literally didn't. And continue to push forward honestly and genuinely. I will say that there is a lot the public does not know about in regards to negative and dangerous experiences that have occurred to or about us, but the majority has been very good in response. We are handling everything away from the public as we don't really live for drama, believe it or not. I will end with this.
Ha.
Dude, okay. I'm gonna say where?
Go to the next slide.
Next what?
Slide.
I don't see.
Click the arrow.
There's no arrow for me. Oh, it's blending in. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. I cannot and absolutely will not attempt to change opinions that have already been made. It is not my place to dictate what anyone believes. Cody and I have never wanted that. We give respect to those that show respect to us. We have many friends that have their own opinions and have never asked for their opinions or beliefs to change. Again, that is not our place. We can do something pretty weird. We don't know all the answers, and new findings or information is being gained every day. Things change and evolve constantly. What may come off as inconsistencies may actually just be new knowledge or things we miss that show that this activity is always changing. And there is a lot of information that we are trying to show in such a small time frame video. A small time frame video? It was a week-long paranormal investigation, and a whole hour and a half that they posted on their React channel was just them doing the method. How is that a small video? It was a full session, was it not?
Yep.
We can do something. I already read that one. We welcome skeptics into our lives. We actually need them. What if there is an answer? Well, I'm here to tell you. Sit on the floor, crisscross applesauce, and hold hands. I am your skeptic. Cody and Satori. I got you. Okay, I have all the answers. What if there is an answer we just haven't recognized or put together yet? I'm your answer. Like me. Hello. Okay. We have engaged with skeptics all over the country at multiple different locations and are going to continue to do so. Just because there isn't a camera on us 24/7 does not mean that we aren't working constantly on this with the help of those around us. With the help of skeptics and educated individuals with a lot of supportive, constructive feedback, I'm going to supportively tell you to sit on the fucking floor. We have begun to push this further and have started to further a lot of knowledge about what's happening. It's actually helped us a lot with our own understanding. We do not welcome insults, threats, or purposeful misinformation. We also do not welcome talk about us as if we are objects or prized possessions. What? Are people like, oh, I don't understand that. We are people and belong to no one. If you have questions or concerns, probably people saying that they're like being put up like by the Conjuring house or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, bring it openly and honestly. At the end of the day, whether you believe in what we do or not, please treat us with respect as we want to do in return for all of you. Satori Hawes and Cody Despians. I don't know, but what I feel is they said a lot of nothing, honestly. Like, they didn't give accountability to the fact that people have true questions about why the fuck his joints are moving or why he's lifting his leg in the videos. Like, she complains about not wanting to show her feet, and she was literally in flip-flops in the Josh video.
Yep.
Like, she's like, the inconsistencies may just be knowledge or things we missed.
Well,
the inconsistencies are him stretching his legs to train to do it that long. Allegedly.
I also love how they said that they've already came out and made statements.
Yeah.
Where?
Bitch, where? Like, give it to me, because I need to watch it, because I have not. Does Casper fucking have it?
Not Casper.
Bro, like, where is it? Because I've never seen it.
Unless they posted it on like a story, but those only stay up for 24 hours.
Yeah, now it's in your archive. You better start reposting it daily. And I don't like how they just like gave textbook definitions and then said like, you may claim to be a skeptic, but you're really a cynic. I think this is where a lot of tension comes from. Like, I don't know. It's like there's a lot of words here, but they're not like coming together very well. Like, it's like they said a lot of freaking nothing but textbook definitions, and that they already made a statement, which they never did. Somebody said my dad was a Slimer in Ghostbusters.
What?
Is this like the difference between dicks and assholes?
Oh my god!
I don't even know if I can read that, but I just did.
Oh my god!
Bro, like, I don't understand. They're like, with skepticism, skepticism constantly pushes them to learn more about themselves, but the skepticism of the channels that are literally pointing things out, they can't learn anything from that or like say what that was. Like they're saying, okay, the inconsistencies may be actually knowledge that they didn't know about before or whatever. Then why can't you get on and explain those inconsistencies to people?
Exactly.
You know? Like I get they don't want to keep getting online, but like this is like a big freaking deal. You can't
Like,
put out one series about it and expect everyone to believe in it. You need to give more information, give more demonstration. It's like you can't go to one class and expect to know everything.
See, and here's the thing. Sam and Colby warned them in the video multiple times.
Yeah.
That you have no idea how much this is going to change the world. And I don't think they truly understand what they were putting themselves into.
Yeah.
And now they're freaking out and have no idea what to do. So they just hide.
Yeah, Cody, I mean, Sam and Colby prefaced, like, at the very, I think it was a conversation they posted on the React channel. They sat down and were like, do you understand the magnitude this is going to have on the paranormal community and just the public in general? And they literally said, yeah. And they're like, are you ready for questions? Are you ready for all this? And they're like, well, we think so, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then as soon as people have questions, they disappear, which makes them look even more guilty. Like, just get on.
Literally.
And test theories. Like, even if they don't, if it is real and they're scared that like one of the theories might not work or something, if they're wanting to gain more knowledge on it, get on and test those theories, even if they might not work, you know? Like, I don't know.
Yep.
It's like, it's not helping that you're just like ghosting everybody whenever you just put out a thing that would change people's perspective on belief. Knowledge is power, and I'm feeling powerless. This statement, yeah. It's in response to. Cracked a joke. Oh, I know the next stream. We need to watch the Sam and Colby. That's what this comment's talking about.
Yes.
Okay, well, I have to go now because I was supposed to go at 8:30 and it is now 9 o'clock. So thank you guys so much for watching. This was a great stream. This will be up on my YouTube. So !YouTube if you're watching this live on the purple app.
Also,
I thought I was going to watch you put makeup on when I came in here. Oh, what? Why? Are you from my main account? Or was that a joke because I'm a girl?
Dare they?
I can't tell if that was sexist or if you follow my main page.
Also, I am plugging us for a second.
Yeah, plug our podcast.
We started a podcast. It's called the Ghosted Hour Podcast. The first episode is up on YouTube and on Spotify. Like,
I will link it in the description of this YouTube video because this is a YouTube video.
And all the social media handles is Ghosted Hour. So yeah, go listen, go follow us. Also, give us some like topics to talk about in it. We talk about true crime, paranormal, and unsolved mysteries. So yeah, if you guys have any topics that you want us to talk about, we also do have an email at our ghosted hour Wait, our ghosted podcast at gmail.com.
There you go. Followed your TikTok a year ago. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we took a big old hiatus, but we're back.
Yeah. Go follow. Go listen.
Special
Give us
thanks
5
to
stars.
Yes. That is what I do.
Give us 5 stars on Spotify.
Yeah, go give us 5 stars on Spotify. Okay, I gotta go, guys. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
I don't know how to go to my ending. Oh.
Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below on what video you guys want to see next. Bye.